Hey guys, would you have liked it if before I let you in my apartment at the top of the stairs there, I could have checked for bombs, weapons, knives, and I would do this by putting my hands down your pants, feeling all around your genitals and your backside to make sure you didn't have any kind of knives or bombs or anything that would hurt me and my family. Um, you wouldn't like that. Okay, well, I didn't have to do it that way. I could have used a naked body scanner if I had the money, which could take a complete naked picture of your body. Your face would kind of be blotted out, but I could look at it back here on my computer, and I could tell if there were anything suspicious on you. No good either, huh? Well, this happens every day at the hands of the Transportation Security Administration. This is what Americans have to go through to get on an airplane. And just to get on the airplane, Americans are molested, yelled at, forced through radiation-emitting backscatter machines, and pretty much treated as criminals. These TSA agents themselves, in my opinion, are about the worst. They're unprofessional, rude, perverted, inept, and inefficient. There's literally hundreds of articles. If you go newspapers, internet, radio shows, television shows, not to mention all the home video people have, because we all have cameras in our cell phones, and this is all documented. They just have no regard for the law. Also, the machines that we have to go through are dangerous. According to an article in the Sun Sentinel, the naked body scanners have been banned in all European countries after studies linked them to a small number of cancer cases. Those two things are pretty bad, but there are some things we can do as Americans to fight this tyranny and begin to travel again without all this groping and extra radiation and unlawful means of security. These things Americans have to go through to get on an airplane at the hands of the TSA are criminal, dangerous, and embarrassing, and it's got to be prevented. All U.S. airports need to remove the TSA agents from the security checkpoints and replace them with private security, just as was the case before September 11th, before the events of September 11th. Now, I'm not going to argue that we need security at our airports, but at what cost to get on an airplane? It's pretty ridiculous. These things the TSA does are felonies even by law enforcement and FBI standards. Derek Gravity, a Washington Post staff writer, explains the examinations routinely involve the touching of breasts and genitals, invasive searches designed to find weapons and suspicious items. This is a felony. And the thing is, the TSA agents will do this with children, handicapped people, extremely old people. They have no regard for anybody's dignity. Yet, somehow, dangerous items still make their way on board. So, is it working? I don't think so. This procedure is even prohibited by the Constitution in the Fourth Amendment, which I'll read. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable seizures and searches shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Probable cause. So, these TSA agents believe we give them probable cause because we're Americans. We want to travel from New York to Las Vegas. That's basically what's going on. And these procedures are humiliating, to say the least, but the backscatter machines are dangerous. An Infowars.com writer writes, the European Union has decided to ban all X-ray scanners from EU airports in order to protect the health and safety of EU citizens. So in Europe, they're dangerous. Here, I guess they're safe, even though they're the same machines. And the thing is, radiation is only cumulative in the human body. So every time you pass through one of these machines, the radiation count in your body gets higher. And the machines produce a naked visual of you that's seen by a TSA agent to decide if you have anything worth their while to arrest you or detain you. But these agents have been caught time and time again taking the pictures of little children and famous people and selling them and distributing them. Pretty sick stuff. All these things can be avoided if we stand up together and demand our elected officials throw the TSA out of the airports. People of the United States need to come together to stop the harassment and start to travel again without added risks of cancer. Americans can write their elected officials and ask them to introduce legislation to put private security back in the U.S. airports. All airlines are commercially run, and they do not need control by the government. The TSA is violating numerous rights and civil liberties, and we should never give these up for false security. Finally, we must find new ways to prevent acts of terrorism because stripping Americans of their civil liberties is wrong and it's not working. Thanks.